I think we are live now. Let me just check and see if we are actually live everywhere. Just give me 1 second. We should have the notifications come in. Yeah, seems like we are live. Yes, awesome. Perfect. Hello and welcome to this live. I'm Yash, co-founder and chief executive at Clientjoy, and I'm joined by Anupama, head of product at Clientjoy. Anupama, say hello.
Hi everyone.
One of the key things why we started this live session series was because when we were looking at our help chat and support tickets, we found that most folks that had questions around things that are already possible within ClientJoy, but because the feature was not discoverable, our users were deploying some sort of inefficient workaround. We've always wanted ClientJoy to be as simple and as minimalistic as possible, but even though we try to do that, since there are over 150 features in the product, some things get lost and buried within menus, within menus, within menus. The goal of this live session is to share some journeys of the product that will make using ClientJoy even more blissful and efficient for you. With that, Anupama, welcome to this live. What are we going to talk about today?
Okay, so today we are going to talk about meeting scheduler that is in Clientjoy. So how can you actually set up it and use it for your business?
Oh, okay, awesome. And so what is a meeting scheduler?
Yeah. So basically, meeting scheduler is something similar to Calendly. So it will allow your leads or client to book your calendar. So based on your availability. So the whole process is very easy and it is hassle free. So basically, you can think like that. You can put your entire meeting workflow on autopilot. So you can think that you have got an assistant who is sending reminders to your leads, who is sharing the thank you notes, and you can actually focus on just your work, even if you are when you are a one-person company.
And you can stop playing email ping pong to try and figure out whether your lead or client is available or not, right? Hey, does
Yes.
Thursday 6 p.m. work for you? No, I think I have another meeting at 6:30. Let's try for 8 a.m. Oh no, I have to go to the gym and whatnot, right? So that's
Yeah,
been
and it
our
is actually very beneficial for sales as well. So the
yeah.
rescheduling, cancellation, all those times are actually reduced a lot. And
Mhm.
the people who are actually going through the experience of booking a meeting so easily with you, so they find you more professional. They are already excited to work with you, and a lot of businesses have actually seen that they were able to increase their conversion rates when they were using some kind of meeting scheduler to actually like do the meetings, consulting meetings, or bookings, because it's a whole hassle free and a experience like a breeze.
Yeah, awesome, man. And so before Anupama goes ahead and starts sharing her screen and showing you how to do that within ClientJoy, let me share a couple of things with you. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that we've got a community. We've got a community on Facebook, which is available on facebook.com/groups/ClientJoy. This is where we have about 1,200 agency owners and freelancers who talk about the challenges that they are facing, who ask questions that they want answers to. So do join in on that community and surround yourself with peers who are doing businesses much like yours, and also ask your questions. This is also the place where we ask questions, right? So we come in and ask questions around what should we build next. Hey, this is something that we've built. Do you think it makes sense? Is there a problem with the flow that we've built? Are you facing bugs? Are you facing issues? And it essentially, this community acts as a sounding board for us as well to build the product. Another thing that I'd also like to mention is that if you want to know what we've been working on in the recent past, I'd recommend you head over to updates.clientjoy.io and you'd be able to see the updates that we've been pushing onto the product. We are religiously releasing every new feature every 3 weeks. And so do keep your eye out on updates.clientjoy.io. The other quick thing and the last quick thing that I want to mention is that if you want to help us make our product better, if you want to help us make ClientJoy better for yourself and for 5,000 other agencies and freelancers who are using the product, then consider joining our beta program. Just head over to clientjoy.io/partner/beta-program and just submit your email address. And what we will do is that every time that we are about to make a feature release, we'll reach out to you and we'll ask you to test it out for yourself and then give us your feedback. And then we'll basically collect that feedback from all of our beta users and then implement those changes and improvements in the product before we release it for everyone. So if you want to have a say in what we do, how we do it, in terms of the product, do consider joining the community. Do consider partnering up by joining the beta program. And if you want to just check out what we're doing on the product, just go to updates.clientjoy.io. Right. Having said that, if you have any questions, not necessarily related to the meeting scheduler, but if you have any questions regarding running your agency or even using Clientjoy, just feel free to drop those questions in the comments below, and I'll be taking on those questions during this live session as well. Having said that, over to you, Anupama. Thank you, and let's start talking about the scheduler and how it works.
Yes, sure. So before I start the setup process and everything, so I want to first tell you, like, once you have this scheduler, actually how can it help your businesses? So your sales, so your sales team can use the scheduler, so they can do it to get inquiries, do the consultation bookings. You can do it for with your clients, for your project meetings, for your support calls. You can actually share it with your vendors, partners, freelancers who you are working with. You can
Hey,
also.
sorry, Anubama, to interrupt, but just wanted to very quickly mention. Can you just check your screen resolution, because we are able to see it completely vertical. If you could make it a little wider, or just make sure that it's full screen.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah,
Is it
awesome. I think
better?
that's a lot better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Over to you. Yeah, over to you.
Sure. Yeah, so I was there that you can use it internally as well. Look, once you have it, like there are multiple use cases, right? You can use it internally for your team meetings. If you want to, schedule meetings with your stakeholders. Your HR and business owners can actually use it for recruitment. Also, share with us, like, how do you use meeting schedulers in your business? In comments. Okay, so I'll begin with the setup first. So when you use a scheduler like a Clientjoy's calendar, there are two things that you need to do first. One is that you have to actually do your account sync. So what I mean by that is that you need to connect your mailbox and calendar in Clientjoy. So if you are using Gmail, if you are using Outlook, any other services, you can actually connect that. So I'll just show you how can you do that. So you just go to this connected app in settings, and so you can see that my email account is already connected. So if you can come here and connect your account, and so basically what it does is that whatever meetings are coming up through your scheduler, they actually get synced up in your original calendar or your work calendar. Second thing is that you need to set up your logos, your styling information, so that you can do over here. So your company logo, your brand color, your favicon, and everything. If you are using a custom domain, then set up a custom domain. So where you can find a meeting scheduler is if you go to the sales menu in our new navigation, you can choose scheduler from here. Yes. So this is basically what it is. So here you are seeing all the meeting links that are already generated in my account. So there are two meeting links that are already there. So I'll show you how to create a new one. So just click on this add scheduling page. So give a name to your meeting. So you can say something like consultation call for you can say design thinking maybe. This is like where this event is taking place. So you can put your meeting links over here. So if you are using Zoom or Teams, so they also provide you some links which are always available to you. So you can just put all those links over here. So we do not have a integration with Zoom and Meet Teams yet. So what we recommend you to do is that just so Zoom allows you to create static links, so which are always available. So just create that link and paste over here. So we have a help guide available on that. How can you do that? So I can share it in the comments later. So here you choose like how long is this meeting going to be. So let's say it's a 1 hour meeting. So I just choose 60 minutes. This is where how when can an event be booked. So basically here you are defining your availability. So you can see that like I have by default it is showing me like Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you want like to give alternate different time slots on different days in the week, so you can also do that. This is like how far in the future can event be booked. What it means is that like from today, how far people can book your meeting. So for example, I don't want anyone to book the meeting after 1 month, right? So I'll just say 4 weeks here. Uh, this is where you define the meeting URL. So if your custom domain is set up, it will show you custom domains list. If it is not set up, then you can just define your URL. So I would say that consulting all for design thinking. Let's say let's create. Okay, so you can see that this is the new meeting that has come up over here. So just look at this meeting. So you click on view. It opens the meeting in the new tab. Okay, so because of the live and screen sharing, everything all together. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this is how your meeting scheduler will look to your leads. So you can see that the title is coming over here. So you can see that your available dates are shown over here. You can click on a date and the available slots come here. So I'll cover the booking part later. I'll just come to the setup part once again. So this was the little basic setup that we had done, right? When you are creating a new meeting, it allows you to do just a basic setup. But if you want to do little bit advanced setup, you just choose edit. So in edit, you get all the options, that are available in Clientjoy to configure this meeting. So for example, if you want to, like duration part we had already done. So minimum booking notice. So what it does is that it allows you to actually, configure that like how much time. So for example, it says that like this is the minimum amount of hours that you need to actually be- so somebody cannot book a meeting 2 hours to the available time. So I would say, for example, I need at least 12 hours notice because I have to prepare for the design thinking workshop. I have to do the lead research and everything. So if a client is coming and booking the slot then and there, then it becomes difficult for me to do the preparation. So I would just choose, for example, that I need at least 6 hour or 12-hour notice. I can choose 12 hours. This is the cancellation time that somebody cannot cancel a meeting after 3 hours, before 3 hours. So this is the future limit. So this we already talked, like how long by which date they can actually book the meeting from relatively. This is the buffer time. So buffer time is the amount of time gap that you need to prepare for the other meeting. So take a break between two meetings. So for example, if the meeting slot is of 1 hour, then if somebody is booking a meeting from 4 to 5 and someone else is also booking from 5 to 6, so you will not get a time to actually prepare for the other meeting. Or I can say if the first meeting overshot, then what will happen? So you can keep a buffer time between two meetings. So these are calendars. So once you actually sync your calendar in Clientjoy, it gives you the list of all the calendars. You can choose like in which calendar it should be booked. So opening hour is this is your availability. So let's say that you know I want that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My availability is different. So from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am available from 10 to 1 p.m. Let's say that, right? And on Tuesday and Thursday, I am available from. You can say that here I am available from 2 to 5. Okay. So this is set. Then you can set your reminders. So basically, you can define like who gets the email after the booking confirmation. So you get the email confirmation. Your guest also gets the email confirmation. And if you want to set reminders, then also you can set over here. So I want to receive a reminder like 30 minutes or before the meeting. So I will just choose 30 minutes, and who should get the reminder. So I will say send to both, like host and guest both should receive the reminders. So email subjects is you can actually choose the subject of the email. Just say create. If you want to add multiple reminders, that is also possible. So you can create like multiple reminders. One you want to send 1 hour before the meeting. Second you want to say 15 or 30 minutes before the meeting. So you can also do that. So next is custom field. So what is custom field is that the person who is booking the call with you. So if you want to gather some extra information from that for doing the basic preparation, or for knowing like why they have booked the call with you, something that you need to actually prepare for the meeting. So you can add fields. So for example, let's say for design thinking, I'd be needing like what's your website or company name. So I can create a custom field with your business name, and I can make it compulsory for person to fill. So I just choose required. So one cannot do the meeting without actually filling this detail. I can also give multiple options to them. So I can write like what challenges are you facing? So this I can give them in drop down, where I can write I'm in my branding, in my user experience. So you can give multiple options like other, and save it. So these are the fields which will be available. Okay, so next is page styling. So here you can actually put your company name that will appear on the scheduler page. You can put your company's logo. So by default, it picks up your website, your workspace logo, but you can actually, if you want to, use another logo, that is also possible. I'll just change the color to my styling 8A to BE2. Okay. What do you want the button to be called? So I will just say book now. You can set up your thank you message over here and just do a final save. Just save and exit. Okay. So now we have like saved all the metrics. Now let's see how does this look. So just open it again. So you can see that now my color has appeared over here and it's available. Okay. So now let's also talk about like how can you actually start sharing these links. So once your meeting link is prepared, so you can copy the link from here. So if you just click on this button, copy link, so it will copy the link. So if you want to share it on text messages in your DMs on your social media, you can just copy the link and paste it. So when somebody opens the link, they will be seeing the calendar. If you are for example writing emails to your leads or your clients in Clientjoy, then also you get an option of choosing inserting the meeting link in your mail. So if I am writing an email to my lead, then if I do send email, so you can see that this option comes here of meetings, right? So it tells me, it lists all the meetings that are available in my account, right? Which I have integrated or created for different purposes. Let's let it load. Yes, okay, so it's here. Yeah, if I click on the meeting link, it will actually, just paste that meeting link. So when I'm writing the email to my leads, my clients, I want to use this meeting link, it is available right here in the email composer only. If you want to embed this meeting links to your website, right? How can you do that? So I'll show you first how does it look like. So so this is our Clientjoy's, demo meeting booking page. So you can come and book a call with us any point of time, right? So we have embedded this meeting link. So the scheduler that is coming over here is just Clientjoy only. So you many of you would have used this meeting scheduler.
Yeah, so this is something that we are super proud of. We ourselves use Clientjoy to sell Clientjoy, and so if you go to our website on clientjoy.io and then just click on the demo button in the header, you will land on our scheduler demo page, which is basically us using Clientjoy, creating a public calendar and then embedding it on our website for our existing users as well as potential users to find a time for us to do a demo for them or just help them out generally in terms of the most pressing agency questions that they may be facing right now, right? And so what you're seeing right now on the screen is basically us using Clientjoy's public scheduler on Clientjoy's page and receiving booking links. And so as you can see, it can be embedded on any website, and you can just start getting bookings through that.
Yeah. So the meeting link that you are getting, so if you actually embed in any iframe code, it will work. But if you want to, if you are not familiar with this whole process and you want actually the link to be given to you, so you can go to sales menu again, go to your calendar. So in calendar also, here there is a menu of meeting scheduler. Just open it again. And this will list all the emails again which are available. So here the triple dot magic that I showed you, right? So just open that, and here you get the option of copy embed code. So we understand that it is not very accessible, and that is why we receive a lot of support request on how to get the embed code. So we will make it more accessible to you, but for now you will have to come over here to actually get the embed code. So just copy it and paste it wherever you want. So in your website you can paste it. You can paste it into the new client portal that is coming in.
This is primarily the case in point as to why are we doing these live streams, right? The fact that this is not discoverable as of now, and we're working on making it more discoverable. But in the meantime, we want you to have access to all of this, and that's primarily the reason why we are doing all of these lives, right?
Yes. So now let's also do a booking flow. Like how does the booking experience is for your clients. So I also wanted to show to you actually that if you are using custom domain, then this meeting scheduler actually work on your custom domain. So let's look at this. So here the crm.rejoycompany.io. So this is the custom domain that I am using in my workspace for my client portal and everything. So here this meeting is available on that link. Okay, so let's go to the meeting that we created. So this was the one. Let me book a meeting.
Yeah, and so while you do that, so just FYI, all of our domains have joy in some way, shape, or form. So folks who have joined us for a demo, they know that all of our demos also happen on a custom domain called Joy, and then we've got another product called Joy, and then obviously Clientjoy, and this is the Joy company. And so we are all about helping people spread joy to their clients. And so just because you hear joy in the domain does not mean that it is not a custom domain. It is a custom domain. That's just how we think. That's just how we are. But yeah, please, Anubhava, continue with the booking flow.
Yes. But not all the companies whose name end with joy is us. So also, just check it out.
Yeah, that's also important to remember. That's also important to remember. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So if you remember that I actually, picked up a different time slots on alternate days. So you will see that, if somebody is like choosing the date 23 or maybe 19, then a different time slot is coming. If they are choosing 24, 25, so different time slots are coming. What also does is like if a meeting is already booked by some other client on that slot, then that slot will not be visible over here. One good thing about this meeting scheduler is that it actually, it picks up the time zone of your lead. So whenever if I'm opening it from some other company, then it picks up the time zone and it converts all the time availability in that time zone. If somebody wants to, change the time zone, so they can, like look at this area, right bottom, and then they can actually change the time zone. So let's book a meeting on 23rd. This 10:30 a.m. looks good. So it is just like one click, confirm, and here we are. So your lead can provide you the details. Let's bring back our Harvey Specter. Just filling in the email. Cages.com. What is the business name? Pearson.
No one knows. No one knows. It could be Pearson Specter Lit. It could be Pearson Specter. It could be Pearson Hardman. No one knows what's the name of the firm. I think in the last season, almost all episodes had the name changing once at least. It is some sort of a target that the show's writers had. So no one's going to blame you if you don't know the name of the firm.
I picked up Pearson Hardware. Okay.
Sure.
You can choose, they can choose, for example, they are facing issue with user experience and then book now. So here you go, the meeting is booked and it says that you will receive the meeting details in your email. You just hear a notification sound like if you did here, I received an email. So I'll just open my email. Okay. So you can see that it is telling me new booking with Harvey Specter on Monday. This is the email that I received. And let's see what Harvey Specter also receives. So this is the email which your lead will get, right? So this is a confirmation email that they will get. If later, they want to, for some reason, they want to change or reschedule it, they can just click on the reschedule button from here and it will open the rescheduling window and they can reschedule it. So in the reschedule, they will not have to pre-fill, fill all the data. It will actually, all the things will be pre-filled. So they don't
nice.
have to go.
And so here, this might be a good time to take a question from the audience, right? I think one of the users of Clientjoy, I'm not able to know the name, but one of the users of Clientjoy asks, will this create a calendar entry? So we already saw the email that Harvey received as a client who was booking a meeting. But the question is, will this create a calendar entry in the calendar of the person who is booking via this, right? So will Harvey, apart from receiving the email in his inbox, will they also receive a calendar entry? And this is important to know because let's say Harvey could be booking a meeting like 2 weeks from now, and he's not going to be remembering an email that he received 2 weeks earlier. Of course, it's busy, right? It's a big shot. So will they have a calendar entry as well?
So they will have to, what happens is like the popular email tools. If you are using Google's email, what they do is like they pick up the information from your email and they actually, put it in your calendar. So that will happen. But because the system needs the Google or Outlook or any other service, they need your confirmation or your acceptance before they actually put it on your calendar. They cannot put it as a confirmed meeting. So it will be picked up from your email.
Awesome. So it will create a calendar entry, but it just won't say that you're going. Is that the correct thing to say? I mean, so we just need to be clear on this.
Yes, yes. So it needs to
Got it.
be fetched from the email. Yes, it depends. Actually,
Got
the
it.
process is different from email to email.
So let's say for Gmail and Microsoft, which is like 95% of the world.
Yes, yes, it will pick up.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, please continue. I'll chime back in when I have more questions.
Sure, sure. Okay. So let me also show you how it will appear in your calendar. Okay. So I'll just refresh my calendar.
Yeah, the user says thank you for addressing their query. Thank you for asking the questions. If you have more questions, you can ask them as well. And so as you can see right now, so one of the key ideas of the public scheduler or a public calendar that we have is to make sure that you don't have to keep on getting in conversation with your leads and clients for getting meeting bookings, right? The other question that I have for you, Anupama, while this is going on, is that can so if someone books a meeting through the calendar, can this also create a lead within Clientjoy? Is that a possibility? So let's say if Harvey books so let's say I embed it on my website, and then I just run an ad on that landing page or on that page, and so let's say in the next 3 weeks I have 50 meeting bookings. Can all of those 50 people be also created as leads in Clientjoy so that I can then continue to follow up with them?
Yes. So it is not possible right now, but definitely we will be bringing this thing up. It is in the pipeline. So where you can actually choose, like if a person is booking a meeting, then he or she automatically becomes your lead, or they actually become part of a particular stage of the your sales pipeline.
And so is that a part of the automation that you'll be building within the product?
Uh, Not the initial one, but later one definitely.
Got it. Got it.
Yes.
Please go ahead. I think I'm sorry I interrupted you, but I think you were showing
Yes, yes,
something.
yes, yes. So this is the meeting. You can see that Monday 10:30 it is showing me. It's coming from the calendar, so it will also go in the calendar.
I'm sorry I interrupted the flow so much that I am myself lost in terms of what were we talking about. But either way,
Yeah,
I think this
I
has
was
been
showing that the yeah.
yeah. So I was just saying, either way, this has been a fun live here, Anupama. I think this sums up the meeting scheduler for us within Clientjoy, and so just before we end this session, I'd love to thank all of you guys for joining in today. And so just before we end this session, I just wanted to very quickly mention that if you want to join a community of 1,200 of your peers who are running an agency or running a freelancing practice, and ask them questions that you may have, and answer some conundrums that they might have of their own, do consider joining the Clientjoy Facebook community. It's on facebook.com/groups/Clientjoy. That's also where we spend most of our time in terms of understanding what our customers want, and we kind of use that group as a sounding board to ask them questions around what should we do next within the product as well. The other quick thing is, if you want to help in making Clientjoy better, both for yourself as well as for all the other users that we serve, do consider joining the Clientjoy beta program on clientjoy.io/partner/beta program, and and sign up. And what we'll do is when we release a next feature, we will reach out to you and give you early access to that feature so you can test it out for yourself and then give us some feedback on how we can improve in terms of the flow, or let's say if there are some bugs within the system or whatever the case may be. And thirdly, if you want to know what are some of the things that we've been working on, visit updates.clientjoy.io. You'll be able to submit your feature requests. You'll be able to see all the release notes. We make releases every 3 weeks. You'll also be able to see our roadmap and the initiatives that we've planned in near future as well. I think that's pretty much it. We have, as a next release, we have a customized client portal that's going to be coming out very, very soon. And when I say soon, it's less than 7 days from now. We've already started giving beta access to some of our users. I tested it. I think I tested it day before yesterday. It looked superb, right? And super useful. We've been showing it to all the people who've been booking demos with us as well. And so Client Portal is just going to blow your mind away, right? It's going to be absolutely brilliant in terms of improving the ways in which you engage with your clients, and seem and look professional, because it can be hosted on your custom domain. It'll carry your colors, your brand guidelines. You can add custom scripts, you can also put in custom CSS. You can have tabs wherein you can embed Trello and Notion, Google Analytics and Dropbox, Drive, and all of those things as well. It is just make the experience of your clients of working with you superior, as well. So that's the thing that's going to be launching on next, and that's something that all of us have been kind of completely overtaken by. This was Anupama and Yash from Clientjoy talking about creating a public scheduler within the product, and helping you become more efficient in terms of getting bookings and meetings with your leads and clients. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. While the live might end, we will still be sharing. We'll still be answering your questions if there are any. It was a pleasure being over here. We'll see you next Wednesday, same place, same time. Until then, bye-bye.
Yeah, I hope this session was useful to all of you. If you have any feedbacks or any particular topics on which you need, us to actually cover in the next webinars, so do share with us.
Thanks, yeah. Bye.